Sounds like a plan to me. Anything else? There's still that thing in Ulzebek, but we need that one item that we can't seem to get anywhere. There's also something in Pelagian that I think we also need an item for. Do we not? Let's see. Let us see. Oh, we have those. We can go and cash that in. But we still don't have the titanium vambrace. Where is it? God damn it! Alright, we can go cash that in. I completely forgot about that. Because we ended up getting the item last time. I just never turned it in, because I'm a pool expert. Let's go turn it in. Stephen Hasty style. As a matter of fact.
We've reached our destination.
How you doing?
How's this?
I'm sure we've gathered all the materials needed to create instruments. Instruments of mass destruction, even. Yes, that's definitely enough. And the quality is good, too. I'm sure we can make fine instruments. Are you guys making them by yourselves? No, we're going to look for people who can help us. It's going to be quite a task, so the more hands the merrier. When we go around to ask for help, we're thinking about also telling them about the concert.
Okay.
Music appeals to the heart and soul. That goes for Renans and Danans alike.
Sure.
Yes, we can use the power of music to enrich everyone's hearts. I'd like to believe they'll stop quarreling. It may take some time, but we're going to do what we can to make the concert happen.
Yeah!
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
By the way, Faria and I were just talking about first doing a street performance with just us. Interesting. In that case, there will surely be some Danans who are interested, not only Renans. And some will learn the joy of playing music, as we once did. Doe. With your abilities, I'm sure that's possible. I'd also like to hear you play after so long.
Doe.
Say, I was wondering if you could join us in the street performance. Do you think I could join you? We know very well how much you appreciated the time you spent with us. So I would love to perform with you again, just like we did back then.
Nice!
That's a great idea. I'd like to hear you play too, Doalim.
Doe.
How about it? Will you play with us once again? Very well. I'd love to join in when I have time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a promise, Doe. 3600 gold, 840 SP. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good.
You must be excited to play music with your friends again.
It's an opportunity I never thought I would have.
I think it's because you were finally able to talk openly with her.
I would be overjoyed if our relationship could return to the way it once was.
Preparations for the street performance are going well. More people are offering to help out. The power of music is truly amazing. We need to work harder to bring the people of the city together. Looks like that opened another
Something happened.
another quest over here. How you doing? Hanging out? Eating cat food for 8 days? This man looks like he wants to talk to you, Doalim. Maybe you should hear him out. Indeed. You there, do you need something from me? Lord Doalim, allow me to make a suggestion. Pelagian is in a very dangerous situation right now.
What?
What do you mean? Tell me the details. I mean, I think Pelagian is a great city. They accepted all of us who came from Lenegus. But the Renans who live here rely on aid for everything. We hardly have any industries or make anything for ourselves. That's a shame. I don't think it's good for things to continue on like this. The Renans in this city need a more stable foundation.
I see.
Well, it's reassuring to hear how concerned you are about the future of your fellow compatriots. Thank you. But I don't yet know what exactly to do.
Right.
This is an issue that involves all the Renans who live here. One person alone cannot solve it. That's true. I talked to some other Renans, but they didn't feel the same as me.
Good.
A year is too short to change people's values, but your words have impressed me greatly. Will people come around here eventually? Right now, everyone just complains like John about being forced out of Lenegus. No matter what I say, people just get mad and tell me not to act out of place, and make things hard on them. They don't even try to understand.
Well?
A new approach has finally emerged from among the Renans, and I very much wish to help. What do you think? Help the young man?
Yeah.
Yes, let's help him out.
Good.
But nothing will change if I'm the one who acts. I wonder how we could change the mindsets of Renans and get more people to sympathize with them. So instead of getting personally involved, you want to find others who will work with them. That would be great. Having no one to even bounce ideas off of is the worst. Indeed. Alright, we'll try to find some like-minded people for you. We'll wait a little longer. Kindling the Flames of Change. Reconstruction. Change style. We want to go talk to someone over here.
Give me a break.
All the Renans around here just complain like John about their lives. I can't believe I have to live with Danans. Stuff like that.
Oh?
And you're not like that? I thought like that at first, but a whole year has passed, and I'm tired of complaining like John.
Is that so?
When you get tired of the day-to-day, you start wanting to try something new, is that it?
Sure.
Exactly. So recently, I started weaving carpets made of cheap Zoogle fur to distract myself. I never did any weaving when I was in Lenegus, but once I started, it was pretty fun.
Well?
Actually, there's someone in Pelagian who wants to create new specialty products for the area. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Huh?
Like my carpets could be a famous local product? Quite so. Carpets made of Zoogle fur. Sounds like a very novel idea to me. I'd personally like to see these carpets you weave. I'm sure others feel the same way too. I'm honored that you would say so. Sure, I'd love to take part.
Good.
We will tell him as much. Thank you for your cooperation. Cooperation style.
There are more people willing to help than I had anticipated. The outlook is good.
You've got a way with words, Dohalim. If it was anyone else, half these people wouldn't be here.
Some Danans might use the carpets I weave, right? Cold is cold, whether Danan or Renan. Cold style. What's your problem, sir?
What?
Oh, Lord Dohalim. It's you.
Hello?
How have things been lately? Pretty rough. There aren't many places in the city for Renans to work. There are lots of highly skilled Renan engineers, but their abilities are going to waste. True. There certainly aren't as many places using Renan technology here as in Lenegus. Couldn't you create a place to put their strengths to use, Lord Dohalim?
Hey.
If you know what the problem is, maybe you should act on your own instead of leaving it to other people. But I can't just take action without an order from Lord Dohalim. Come now, calm yourself. I fully understand everything you've said. However, we do not live in Lenegus anymore. We need to find a way to make our lives fuller where we are now. Right.
Well?
You say that the engineers have nothing to do. Perhaps we need a system for dispatching them to other cities. Then they can find work and live for the Renans, and lives and life for the Renans will gradually improve. I see. Considering our lives in this world moving forward, that does seem necessary.
Oh.
You are perceptive to have recognized the problem. Actually, there are some young Renans trying to kickstart industries in the city at this moment. They need the insight of someone older and wiser, someone like you. Think you could lend a hand? Lord Doalim. Requires my assistance. I'd be overjoyed to help. There you go. Dun 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 dun, we're getting things
I tried to
done.
rally some support by myself, but no luck. You have a real knack for it.
I find it is vital to first acknowledge others' opinions and strengths. If you focus on only what you need, no one will wish to aid you.
I see. I'll try that next time.
I can't believe Lord Doalim would come and personally ask for my help. I promise I won't let you down. I will revitalize the city with my wisdom. Wisdom style. Everybody likes wisdom. Except for Quick Curly. I just want to go back to Lenegis. I can't believe my home, my amazing home, doesn't even exist anymore. That's too bad. What makes you think Lenegis was so great? Everything in Dana is so weird and ugly. Things were so much more sophisticated in Lenegis. You could buy stylish clothes. The city was clean and functional. And the food was delicious too.
Yeah.
You're definitely right about that.
Why, you...
But there's nothing here but hideous Danon-style stuff. I can't believe I have to keep living in a place like this. I can't believe what they've been saying about our Cheese Desert sports teams. My life is over.
Enough.
Now I cannot let that pass. Dana has more beauty than you'll ever be able to savor in a lifetime.
Hey.
Say, if you're so frustrated, well, why don't you create something yourself? Me? Create something?
Yes.
Yes, you seem to be pretty confident in your taste. I think it's worth a try. What if you could make clothing superior to what you had in Lenegis? Ever considered that?
Yes!
That's something I never thought about. I know how important it is to be fashionable, so if you're up for the challenge, I'm here to help. If you're interested, there happens to be a gathering of those who would like to try such things. That might be interesting. Let me think about it.
Did well back there, Shion. Your technique has improved.
I followed your advice from earlier, and it worked just like you said. But it still feels strange to me. Speaking directly and getting right to the point has always been more my style.
Making something myself sounds like a pain, but it might be a good opportunity to put my good taste to use. Have fun with that, sir.
Hello.
I've gone around town and approached those who may want to join you. Really? I didn't know there were such people in the city. It's up to you to speak with them and begin the groundwork for future infrastructure. I'm honored by your words, Lord Doalim. But I wonder if we really can do such a thing.
Oh?
We've come all this way now, so you're not so sure anymore. It's not that. It's just no one's ever done this before. I remember there was a Danon who was trying to sell paintings and dolls of Zeugles around here. What? Even Danons were trying to do something like that?
Yes.
She was crazy about boomies. She was adamant that she'd make them the star Zeugles in town. Oh yeah. From the main game. My Renin pride won't allow me to fail. I have to think of something better than them. That's the spirit. I wish you luck. The truth is, it would have been even better if Renins and Danons worked together. There must still be psychological resistance to an equal relationship. For now, they should slowly compromise through healthy competition. Hope the Renins who live here find a new way to enjoy their lives in the new world. I found hope in what I saw today. I'm sure they'll be able to stand on their own 2 feet in time.
Yeah.
I think so too. 3600 gold, 840 SP. SP style.
Your method is effective as well. You're better at winning hearts and minds than you give yourself credit for.
Thanks. Coming from you, that does give me a little more confidence. Wait a minute. You just used your method on me. Wow, you are good at this.
It really is
Nah.
something to behold. Only problem is, he does it without realizing.
All I did was speak honestly.
And that unlocks a Dolim questicle.
Is that so?
So, Avakir isn't here. That rhymes. He's one of the friends you asked to look after things in your absence, isn't he? He must be at work. He's the type who feels guilty when he has too much free time. Lord Dolim? And you are... My name is Lentigar. Avakir left me in charge in his stead. I see. I appreciate your help. Avakir will be away for some time. If you need something, I will assist you in any way I can. No, I just came to see Avakir. I'll come back again later. As you wish. I shall alert you as soon as he returns. Yes? There is a magnificent statue in Saxleo Temple. Before you depart, you simply must see it. Uh-oh. Well, what was that about? He brought up the statue out of nowhere. Mind if we make a quick stop? You said quick stop. For old ties. Ties style. The ties that bind, even.
A statue in Saxleo Temple? I have no recollection of any such thing being there.
Maybe someone put it there recently?
Who besides Dohalim would do that, though?
Recently style. We want to go to Saxleo Temple, which we haven't really been to. Because there hasn't been anything here. What the heck? Dude, that's not what I meant to do, you little pervert. Do-do-do-do-do. Smart guy style. How you doing? I hear that even a lot of Danans are interested in the concert. I had my doubts at first, but now I'm busy working to make this concert a reality. I hope the music creates a bridge between Danans and Renans. Even I'm getting excited about it. Apparently there was a strangely dressed intruder on the lower level. I'll keep standing watch here, so no need to worry. Intruder style. We're going in. And we're gonna be Luigi. Saxleo Temple. Uh-oh. This is the place Lentigar mentioned.
Oh yeah?
I don't see any statue. My lord,
I see.
I thought you'd be here. You guided us here to meet in secret, didn't you? Yes, the truth is... Faria has been abducted.
What?
Da-da! Abducted? Avakir has gone alone to rescue her.
How absurd.
Alone? The fool! What is he thinking? There's more. He forbade me from mentioning, but... What? Tell me all you know. Traces found at the scene suggest the culprits are Danan. Surely you understand if news of this were to spread in the city, things could get ugly. That's why Avakir went on his own? Knowing Avakir, he must have felt responsible to me and Tarnigan. This is just the kind of thing he would do.
Dohalim?
Thank you for telling me about the situation report. Kisara, I apologize, but we need intel. For anything related to Danons, Gagne's the one to ask. Thank you. Gagne style. Talk to Gagne. Do 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 do. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, these are new. Kai Basil Truth. The truth behind the organization without race was nothing more than a group of puppets deprived of identities through the use of masks. The ultimate pandering, regardless of who imposed it on them. Suppressor. The official name of the masks worn by Cal Basil and others. It is a legacy of the Helganquil, possessing the ability to suppress the wearer's emotions and override their consciousness. And Reigning Visage. A dominant suppressor that grants the ability to interfere with the minds of any wearing a suppressor. It too has emotional suppression functionality, but is able to switch it on or off. And that's all of the others. Now we just need one more place, which will probably be the final dungeon, I would guess. I would guess. Do 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 do.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Looks like we made it. How you doing? Something must be amiss for the Renin representative to come all this way. I'll get right to the point. A Renin has been abducted. Rumor has it the abductors are Danon. Do you know anything about it? It is no small feat for one of us to lay hands on one of you. I know what you want to say, but there's no time. Please, if you know anything at all. Very well. But I haven't heard anything myself. If you give me some time, though, I'll ask around. Thank you. In the meantime, we'll see if we can glean any information on our own. Information style. Gather information while you wait. Before you go. You gotta appreciate information. By law. Alphen style. Some of my friends are following the Danon's example and trying to figure out what they can contribute. It's hard to get motivated alone, but with friends, it's a different story. I'm grateful for that. I mean, it is a good show. Seems there was conflict on the first level. I can't leave my post, so I'm awaiting further updates. Should we request orders from Lord Doalim? Hey, are you listening? I don't think he is. It's a shame, really. Public shaming. Lord Doalim, when did you return? Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary of late? It's not exactly that recent, but more and more people have been voicing grievances. Grievances with the current situation. How Renins must rely on Danons for survival.
Sure.
Quite a few are wondering if we can't at least have the city to ourselves. Some say it would be easy for your lordship to grant that with but a single command. Enough. The era of one-sided rule by the Renins is over. But that does not mean we will be ruled by the Danons either. I understand, of course, but not everyone can accept that.
Seems a lot of the Renins still have high expectations for you as the last remaining lord.
It's been like this since the Convergence. But living up to others' expectations is something I'm sure you can relate to.
Yeah, deeply.
Deeply style, even. Level 1! Level 1! Service Corps, even. That dude got him on. What the hell's going on here? Do I want to know what's going on here? The Silver Swords and Darkwings protected us by letting themselves be masked in our place. Can we really protect the city on our own? I can use astral arts. Let's protect the city together. We may be different races, but we live in the same city. We have no choice but to cooperate at a time like this. That's what I think. So what the hell's going on here? I don't understand what's happening, but whatever, dude. Ow, I was chasing after those masked guys and sprained my ankle. I'm indebted to you, but why would a Renin like you help a Danon like me? Because someone I respected said, no. Because I want to live alongside you and your people. Alright, stay back. It's safer to keep some distance from the masked people. It's okay. I'm really strong. Kinda hard to believe that when my legs are shaking like this, huh? Okay. Guess the masked people are just hanging out here.
Lance,
Huh?
I'm gonna make spaghetti tonight. Do you want some?
Yeah.
Okay, probably will be ready about 5.
Okay. I was attacked by someone wearing a mask earlier, but a Renin saved me. A Renin? Saving my life. It's too hard to believe. Seems like we're getting closer to the world described by that Doalim guy. Doalim, even. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I'll do my job properly. Just please come back to your senses. Senses style. The masked people all seem to be following someone's orders. It feels like we're watching the old us. So that's one way of putting it, huh? The city's reconstruction is progressing, and I was able to open my own store. Now my Boomy dolls are going to sell like hotcakes. Huh? You think I need to make people more familiar with Boomies first? Some Renins who have only ever been rude to me until now said they wanted me to tell them about Danon crafts. They seemed pretty serious, so I decided to give in and tell them what I know. Then they started sharing all sorts of opinions, and I found myself kind of enjoying it. Opinion style. You heard about that mask group, right? There's no way those masks are good for them. We'll investigate in more detail and provide treatment to people who are masked. You all be careful, too. We all wear masks. Metaphorically speaking. You know what I'm talking about, man?
Hey!
Excuse us, have you seen anyone suspicious recently?
Huh?
Anyone suspicious? I sure have. The upper floors are full of them. I see. But it's not as if they've actually done anything, have they?
That ain't funny.
The hell? Not in the last year, but have you forgotten what they did before that? No telling what they might get up to in the future. And don't even get me started about all the folks in the other regions. Sending all their Renins to the city, only caring about their own damn safety. And just what are we supposed to do if all these Renins they've gathered here start an uprising? What then? I'm sure steps have been taken to prevent that.
I think you're lying.
I certainly hope so. What the? Lying? What the beep?
The people here must have a lot of anxiety and frustration.
I can't blame them for that, but it is still a difficult issue.
Issue style, even. I don't think this is the time for cleaning. What should I do? So you're willing to do something besides cleaning. Let's work together to tend to the people who are masked. Masked style, even. Oh my god! What the hell was that? Hey, I know you. You're the Blazing Sword, aren't you? Did you come to drive out all these Renins? No, doesn't look like it. You wouldn't be with a Renin Lord if that were the case. You never know. I'm gathering intel. Have you noticed anything odd recently? recently style. Seen anyone acting weird? Heard any rumors? Anything at all? Come to think of it, I don't know if he was up to no good or nothing, but I did see an odd-looking fellow. A Danon?
Sure.
That's right. There's lots of folks from all parts around here, but even so, he stood out like a sore thumb. He was weird and kind of awkward, you know? Who could it have been? If that's one of the people who abducted Faria, what could their end goal be? It doesn't matter. Right now, we need to find out where they took her. Calm down. I know you're worried, but you're not acting like yourself. You're right. My concern has overcome my manners. Some time has passed. I think we should check in with Gagne. He may have learned something. Good idea. Could be, man.
Dohalim sure seems on edge.
He's more worried than he lets on. We have to do what we can for him.
You don't have to tell me. Kidnapping is absolutely vile.
What the hell is happening? I don't know. Not a clue. See what Gagne has to say about the situation report. Do you have any leads? I may have something that'll interest you. I can't say it's good news, though. Uh-oh. Late in the night, some men were spotted transporting a large package out of town. It was dark, and the witness didn't get a good look at the men. But they say the package was big enough to fit a person inside. Uh-oh. The witness says the men were muttering something about the woods. Woods. Shinefall Woods would be the closest.
All right.
We should investigate. We finally have a lead. About time. I also hope to avoid any unnecessary conflicts. I pray for a speedy solution to your problems. Thank you for the help.
Why would anyone be after Faria?
Maybe because she's important to Dohalim? It can't be a coincidence, right?
We'll know once we apprehend the culprits. Come on.
Some of the people guarding the lower levels got masked, and now they're acting weird. But if you take off the mask and go back, they go back to normal, right? Shinefall Woods. Shinefall Woods. We want to go right there. We'll just warp here then, I suppose. Shinefall Woods.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Faria is somewhere in these woods.
I sure hope she's okay.
Rice. Rice, rice, rice. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Watch it, sir. I really don't have much of a reason to fight you, so... you know.
Look! Someone's there! Is that?
Is that? How you doing? We're gonna... Dude! What the hell? Leave me alone, sir!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm sitting there about to heal someone, and then all of a sudden...
Every shield you own that big?
Weak enemy.
You want to try holding it?
Heal! I think it's only the second time we've been able to do that in the DLC.
Doe! What are you doing here?
I should ask you the same thing. Have you gone mad? Running off on your own?
I wanted to avoid causing any trouble while you were away. Sorry.
Were the kidnappers the ones who hurt you? Yeah, I tried to get Faria back, but I was too weak. I'm not as good as you.
You weak, pathetic fool. Mwah.
She's still alive then? There's no doubt about that. Don't listen, the culprits... I know. Avakir, you head back to Pelegion. Kisara, you're with me.
What was that just now?
It's rare to see Dohalim like this.
Yeah. His silence speaks volumes.
No time to dally. We need to act quickly.
I'm glad I made it in time.
I wish I could use healing arts.
No dallying, sir. Don't do it. Shinefall Wood. Oh, we want to go over here. Okay, I see. I see. I do not frickin' know.
You guys want to rest here?
Might as well. So I think something's about to happen, and it's going to be bad. Very, very bad.
The air isn't as humid as it used to be. Is that also related to the balance of astral energy?
You sure? Feels just as muggy and gross to me.
Moderate humidity has benefits for the skin. On the other hand, extreme humidity can result in dangerous mold.
Dohalim, I'm surprised you even know what mold is.
Humidity and mold are the enemy of a preservationist. They wreak havoc on both relics and art.
So you know for art preservation and not from practical life experience.
Did anyone here expect differently?
He sounds proud of it.
We don't have any boss fish because I think that's you can only get one in the DLC. From what I've seen anyway. We can't make sushi because we have no tuna. That's sad. Horse sashimi takes horse meat. Thinly sliced horse meat served with condiments. The trace of fat melt when eaten, giving it a distinct flavor. Unlike other meat dishes, attack up medium. Like we need that. Increase the attack by 12%. That's fun.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this!
Or sashimi. You gotta love sashimi. It is kind of an acquired taste, but I like it.
Morning, Miguel. What's for Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still half asleep.
Meh. Obviously, we want to come down somewhere around here. Oh, might actually be up there. Thermal rock, bright stone. Looks like you can climb here, but I guess you can't climb up because reason's chocolate chew.
I think...
Okay, that was dumb.
Are you alright?
Do, is that you?
Lord Dohalim, what are you doing here?
Kidnapper.
Lord?
That's enough.
Do, be careful!
You would go so far as to disguise yourself as the very people you hate.
So you know, I'd expect no less from the great Lord Dohalim.
The abductors are Renans?
They slipped away with Faria and defeated Avakir when he gave pursuit. Though those two are not warriors, overcoming them would be no easy task for a Danan. They were attempting to frame Danans for the crime. My guess is they were trying to make me hate Danans as they do.
Precisely. But that's only because you won't do your damn job as our lord. Ever since we lost Lennicus, we've been living like prisoners. Yet you only preach reconciliation, neglecting your duty as our guardian.
How could you be so selfish?
I am still a guardian of the Renans. but that does not mean continuing our rule.
It's just our luck you'd come back on the very day we execute our plan. We may have failed, but there are others who see you as weak. You had better watch your back.
Do.
You succeeded at one thing. Your intent was to anger me. However, the focus of my anger is you. Any that harm my friends will be punished.
Dohalim, don't! If you give in to your anger, you will be no better than our enemies. Please, stand down.
You're right. His fate must not be decided by personal feelings. We will deliver him to Pelegion to face due process. Thank you, Kisara. You prevented me from making a grave mistake.
That's my job, after all. The criminals have been turned over to the authorities.
He was ready to go to jail.
Thank you, Kisara. That should be the end of the ordeal.
After all that, I just caused more trouble for you.
I'm glad the two of you are safe. That's all I can ask for.
Still, I have a feeling there's more trouble to come. There are still plenty of Renans and Danans who are unhappy with the way things are. I'll have to come up with other ways to keep things under control.
I'm counting on you. That reminds me, Avakir. I only learned of the kidnapping because Lentigar was concerned for your safety. You should learn to rely more on those around you.
Yes, you're right. I'll be sure to thank him.
We should let Ganya know the problem's been resolved, too. Let's go, Kisara.
Do.
Yes?
Thank you. And... Take care of yourself.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Take care of yourself and be strong.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
There are Renans and Danans alike who are unsatisfied with the way things are. I'll have to come up with other ways to keep things under control. You probably already know, but a group of people in mass appeared on the first level. We were able to corner them, but some residents got hurt. I was supposed to be watching over things, so it's my fault. We're rushing to survey the damage now. Indeed. I too will endeavor with Avakir to improve relations between Danans and Renans in Pelegion. Dohalim, please do your best as well. Somebody named Jeffrey is texting me. I don't know any Jeffrey. What's up, babe? Freaking people. Okay.
The culprits were Renans disguised as Danans?
Their intent was to turn Dohalim against the Danan people.
As a Renan, I apologize. Danans were being framed.
Ganya, please know Dohalim would never...
You're quite the conscientious one, aren't you? You could have kept quiet about the truth, and none would have been the wiser. And that's despite the fact that you were the target of this plot.
I believe telling you was a necessity.
I agree. In fact, I feel the urge to let my fellow Danans know just how honorable you are.
Ganya...
I hope this relationship continues, takes root, and endures long after we are gone.
On my name, Dohalim Ilkaris. I vow to do all that I can to that end.
900 gold, 720 SP, SP.
Are you thinking about your friend, Faria?
I've ended up putting her through another ordeal. Avakir as well. They've been made to suffer just for knowing me. and it's likely this will not be the last time either.
It's not your fault. Your position means Danans and Renans alike are going to look at you with their own individual prejudices. One side expecting the best, while the other assumes the worst. Much like what Alphen has experienced.
I understand. No. Understanding is not enough. I should have expected something like this to happen. Whether it was to a friend of mine, or someone else, it was my responsibility. And it's my fault for not being prepared. I'm going to instruct them to reinforce security. Of course, we'll have to do so carefully so as not to incite the old guard. Did you think I would blame myself more?
No. You're no longer your old self.
I don't plan on going back. Besides, the situation wasn't all bad either. Avakir had a colleague who cared about him, and was willing to step forward. The situation is changing. Slowly but surely. If things continue this way, it may someday lead to that utopia you spoke of. One where all people are treated equal. Though, I do not know how old I'll be by the time I see such a world.
No matter the age, you won't be seeing it alone.
That's true.
Dun-dun. Binding Essence. A testament proving that Dolim has completely mastered his trades and surpassed his previous limit, increasing his boost attack. Good times. The group wearing masks appeared in the area where Danans live. We drove them off, but we still don't know who they are. They put our residents in danger. I can't allow that. I will catch them, just wait. I will find you, Pat! Okay. I'm gonna go use the facility. I'll be back in a bit.